Let's see who we got here. I don't think anybody went right yet, but maybe someone will show up. Amanda says, I am first. Hey, Amanda. Wakey, everyone. Been awake for a while. A couple hours. I was up at about 2:20 this morning. Hey, small face. How are you? Let's hope I don't have any internet departures as been happening the past few days. Hey, Riley. Banana Man is here. Nice to see you. I have some bad news. What's the bad news, my friend? Give me a second. Oh, you broke your toe. Ouch. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. How'd you do that, Riley? Man, it says stop kicking the cat. I think you might need something a little more stationary than a cat. Playing soccer? I know people who broke their toe or foot playing soccer. Soccer's a tougher sport than people think. There you go, playing soccer. That's what I thought. Aren't you supposed to kick with the side of your foot, not the toe? Amanda says, I messaged you on Facebook. Yep, you didn't get my reply? Yeah, I sent you a reply. Just a short one letting you know it was me. So, lesson 170, Course in Miracles. Hey, Balk. Man, it says it didn't stay. Hey, Grumpy. Grumpy Sapper says, hey, Eric. Hope all is well. Great to see you last night. It was great to see you. Always appreciate when I get to make it into your live stream. It is a lot of fun. I mentioned before, guys, I hope you make it to Grumpy Sapper, who, by the way, and he will let you know this is a secret. But it's a secret he lets you in on. He's not grumpy. He's actually a whole lot of fun, and I hope you guys get a chance to hang out with him. Banana Man says, yes, you are supposed to. Yeah, accidents happen. Hey, Bulk, how are you? Sabine says, and another thumbs up. Good morning, Eric. Thank you, Sabine. I enjoyed your live stream last night. Good morning, everyone in the chat. Mantis says, hey, the Bulk is here. Mantis says it's 2 a.m. here. I guess you're still up, right? You're still up or you've gotten up. Grumpy says, hey to Sabine. And Bulk says, amazing Amanda. Hello, mate. So, lesson 170, as well as lesson 180. There is no cruelty in God and none in me. Hey, small face. There is no cruelty in God and none in me. And if God is reality, then that means anything that we experience that seems like cruelty is an illusion. Course in Miracles begins, the very beginning, letting us know only love is real and nothing unreal exists. Therein lies the peace of God. If you are experiencing anything that seems as if love is absent, you are experiencing an illusion. You are experiencing a dream. How do you wake up from a dream? You simply wake up. There is no way to wake up from a dream. Your eyes just open. When it's time, it's time. However, we can begin by realizing these little pointers, the little truth. Remember that a pointer is not the truth itself. It's simply pointing at the truth. This is a Zen koan of the Zen saying of the master points at the moon, and the student looks at the finger and says, wow, the moon looks exactly like a finger. In NLP, they say the map is not the territory, or the menu is not the meal. Amanda says she's still up. Smee says, thank you, Eric. It was a bit of a long one. Long ones are good. Smee says, hope you all are fine. Hey, Maddie. Maddie says, dropping a like, Miss Yogi. At work, my friend, on break. I appreciate you stopping in. Thank you. Benjamin says, 407, where I live at. Yeah, I think it's 507 for me. I've been up for almost 3 hours. So, Lesson 170 says, there is no cruelty in God and none in me. When we experience cruelty, we are experiencing an illusion. Goes on to says that no one attacks without intent to hurt. This can have no exception. When you think that you can attack in self-defense, you mean it to be cruel. You mean that to be cruel is protection. You are safe because of cruelty. You're not really safe, though. You mean that you believe to hurt another brings you freedom. And you mean that to attack is to exchange the state in which you are for something better. Some more secure, safer, more secure, more dangerous from evasion and fear. You cannot be at peace. You cannot be in safety. You cannot be free from cruelty if you are defending. This doesn't mean that if you are physically attacked, that you don't keep yourself safe. There's a big difference. Big difference. But when you think you need to defend yourself from someone who is verbally, psychologically attacking you, you are just immersing yourself more and more into the illusion. I always tell people that there's no safety on the internet. There's no safety on Facebook. People think they are going to a chat or a live stream and that this is going to be a safe spot. It can't be, because eventually someone's going to come in and put you on the defensive. And if you find that you are defending, you are in a position of cruelty. Simply someone said something that made you feel that the only way to respond was with cruelty in defense. Cruelty equals cruelty equals cruelty across the board. There are no, as the Course says, there are no exceptions. But if there's no cruelty within God, there is no cruelty within who we truly are. That's the nature of forgiveness, is seeing reality. Not everyone wants to live in reality. It's tough at first, because reality means putting our illusion of safety aside to getting to the reality of what safety really is. Safety can only be found in love. If we are experiencing anything that is love, we are experiencing an illusion, and an illusion is always inherently unsafe. Smile Face says, I'm making coffee, can type and can't type, had some great sleep, so I'm glad you had some sleep. And I will do that 488 video, hopefully today. Banana Man says, went up for 4 hours. Are you up because your foot hurts? Because your toe hurts? Amanda says, anyone watch my live of Cats and Goose? Give me 1 second. I will. That's for sure. The Fitness Such is here. Hey, Paul, how are you? Amanda says, yo, dude. Tandra says, good morning, Yoga. Good morning, Tandra. Hey, do we have a Monday update? Let's see. Amanda says, so Eric, are you saying that love is an illusion? the exact opposite. Love is the only reality. There can only be reality. So the Course begins with only love is real. Nothing unreal exists. So anything that we experience that is not love is an illusion. And we stay immersed in illusion as long as we keep reinforcing it. As long as we keep reacting instead of responding. A response is always from love. A reaction is always from the illusion. However, sometimes what we experience, what we think to be as love, is really just a special relationship. That love makes no distinctions. Love is awareness. I can be aware of this watch. I can be aware of this bottle. I can be aware of this paper towel. There's no exceptions. However, I can put my attention more fully on the watch or more fully on the bottle, and yet my awareness stays the same. Hey, Christmas baby, how are you? Tanya says, yeah, Yogi, only 2218. It's only gone up 5 in the last 2 days. But it's going to make that jump. Any day now, it's going to make that jump. And I bet it's going to be a pretty big jump. And it's still being held by 5 days. So I'm still thinking it's going to be under 700 to go. If anyone can watch a playlist for our friend Tandra. Paul says, good man, how are you? I'm good, Hutch. Thanks for asking. Amanda says, no, I messed up. No, I'm up because I messed up in hours. Yeah, I've been there. Hey, thank you, Christmas. Christmas baby Big Nick has just become a member. Basic support. Very much appreciate that, my friend. I hope I can make it worth your while. Christmas says, how is the day going so far? Hey, so far, with that little gift from you, pretty awesome. Thank you. Tandra says, hey to Sabine. Smile face gives us a smile face, and a thumbs up. Amanda says, explain how love is real, but nothing else. So all I can do is give you a representation, and a representation is never the actual thing. Only love is real because it is always open, always accepting, without distinction. One of the best pointers, one of the best things that I have read that gives us the reality of love itself is from St. Paul's letter in the Corinthians. One second. So almost every major mystical tradition, Buddhism, yoga, mystical Christianity, mystical Islam with the Sufis, the Kabbalah from the Hebrew tradition, the Jewish tradition, say that the world is an illusion, Maya in Buddhism and yoga. Course in Miracles likens it to a dream state. We are living in a world of our perception that is based upon what we project. That we are projecting fear and guilt in the belief that we are separate from the source itself. The source is pure awareness, pure unconditional love. We can trace it back. We can keep tracing back awareness to when we first emerged within the world. When we first emerged, we were aware without distinction, but we didn't have names, we didn't have labels, we didn't have concepts. We were just pure awareness itself. Later, we were taught to make distinctions. This is good, this is bad. This person loves me, this person shouldn't be trusted. This is my religion, This is someone else's religion. Obviously, my religion is real, yours isn't. This person is a Democrat, this person is a Republican. I am this, you are that. We're given labels and distinctions. The world is split in the infinite things. Yet pure awareness itself is only aware, unconditional. Let me go to St. Paul's letters to the Corinthians, if I can find it. It's one of my favorite things to read. This is just towards the end here, guys. Love is patient, love is kind. It is not jealous, it is not pompous. It is not inflated, it is not rude. It does not seek its own interest. It is not quick-tempered. It does not brood over injury. It does not rejoice over wrongdoing, but rejoices with the truth. It bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. So, if you are experiencing impatience, it can't be love. If it's not love, it's an illusion. If you are experiencing unkindness, if you are projecting unkindness, if you are rude, if you are seeking your own best interest, if you are quick-tempered, if you are rejoicing over wrongdoing, you are experiencing that which is not love. But there can only be love. Love is the source. Love is from which you emerged from and have never separated from. If we've never separated it from, and if we are experiencing something otherwise, we must be projecting it outwards. How do we heal our projection? By seeing it as what it is. This is why we forgive. This is also why forgiveness is so difficult. Let's see. Christmas Baby says, make music and other videos on my channel that you have never seen before. I am on my way. I'm going to bring you up so that as I eat breakfast, I got two things I'm going to do. I'm going to watch a video of a goose and a kitten, and I'm going to be checking out your channel, of which I am now a subscriber. So, my friends, Christmas Baby Nick is at 116 subscribers. He's making music. Right there tells me all I need to know. Tells me that Christmas Baby Nick is an artist. He's a musician. He's got my support. If we can help in any way, let's do it, please. Yes, hate is an illusion. Course in Miracles says that the opposite of love is fear, and yet what is all-encompassing can truly have no opposite. So anything that seems to be an opposite has to be an illusion. So hate is an illusion. Does that mean that we don't experience hate? No. When we're in a dream, when we're asleep and we're dreaming, it literally seems real until we wake up. And then we go, it was only a dream. Thank God. Literally, thank God. It was only a dream. Christmas Baby says, have you ever heard of what Barack Obama did? I don't know. Probably. Jahat says, slow dear. Hello, my friend. How are you? Smallface says, yes, we developed ego believing they keep us safe, but the truth is they keep us playing it safe and makes us never take risks. Nicely said. I love that. Amanda says, Nick, I don't watch or pay attention to stuff on the news. Fake. Yeah, me neither. Not really. Hey, Jamie. Tanya says, how are you today, Yogi? Pretty good. I'm pretty good. Appreciate you guys being here. I have been up. I've done my breath work. I've sat in meditation for about 30 minutes. Did my first round of yoga. done some joint mobility. I'm going to have breakfast, take a walk, and do my workout. Today is interval day with the kettlebells. Let's see. Amanda says, so love is everything. Yes. And love is all we are and need. Absolutely. But we are immersed in the opposite. It is warmer here, Tandra. It is, I think this week we might get up to close to 60 degrees. We're almost at February. February always gives me hope because we get that taste of spring. March always breaks my heart because I start believing it's spring and March says, nope, it ain't going to happen, not yet. Hey, Amanda, that's what the live stream is all about, for you to ask questions. Hey, Jamie, how are you? Jamie Brown. So people can say everything's a theory. That it sounds nice to say that only love is real. It sounds nice to say that we are love, who we truly are. But my experiences show me otherwise. That I see cruelty. That I experience cruelty. I see war. I see violence. If only love is real and God is real, then why did God create a world in which there's cruelty, in which there's violence and starving children and warfare? It's a good question. Tanya says, I'm okay. How are you? I'm doing good, Jamie. Thanks for asking. Here's what A Course in Miracles would tell you. Here's what mystical Christianity, here's what Buddhism, here's what yoga all would point to. God did not create a world of cruelty. God did not create a world in which children starve. We did. By believing that we are an ego, by believing that we are small, insignificant, and separate from the source itself. By believing that we are in charge, that belief has led to our projection. Because here's the truth. We have all the resources to feed every single person in the world. We have all the resources to offer shelter to every single person in the world. We can wake up, each and every one of us can wake up and decide, I'm going to choose love instead of fear. That I'm going to extend love instead of projecting guilt, instead of projecting resentment, instead of refusing to forgive. But we don't. We accept the world as it is, thinking it has to be so. That is our perception. But perception isn't reality. It's our perception. If we have all the food that we could offer to others, why don't we? It's a good question. Because we have accepted that the logistics make it impossible. We have accepted the thought system that some should have and others should go without. As unfair as that might sound, we have accepted that. Small Face says, we gave free will. We have the illusion of free will. But in the reality of oneness itself, how can there be a choice? Does that make sense? Free will is an illusion, albeit a persistent one. Because once we even get a glimpse of the seamlessness of reality itself, when we, neuroscience, Buddhism, yoga, have all, and anyone who practices yoga for any extended period of time, will inadvertently slip within the reality of oneness itself. Anyone who practices Buddhism for any extended period of time will get that sense of, again, the seamlessness of reality, of the no self. Buddhism, they call it the no self. If there's no self, how can there be a choice? However, as long as there is a self that is appearing, As long as there is an apparent self, there is free will. And in the illusion of free will, we're choosing wrongly. We are choosing for the continuation of free will. Because we think we have something, but we don't. What we have is a very cruel illusion. What we have is a very unloving situation at hand. And only when we surrender back into the reality of God, the reality of love itself, will we ever. This is why Course in Miracles says there's two voices always speaking to us. There is the voice of the ego that always speaks first and is always wrong. And there is voice of the Holy Spirit. If you don't like the term Holy Spirit, you can change it to the Tao or Buddha consciousness or Krishna consciousness, whatever resonates better. There is the quiet voice of God, the quiet voice of love. But because the ego shouts, we are drawn to listen to the ego. But we always return to the quietness. Herman Melville, author of Moby Dick, said silence is the only voice of God. The psalm, I forget the actual number, says, "Be still and know that I am." Let's see. Smallface says, yes, I guess you have two paths, two choices. You can't miss out. If you choose left, then you miss out right. So missing out is an illusion, and so is a choice. True. It's a perception. Have you missed out on anything, or did you simply have the other path? You know what I mean? Only our perception says that I missed out. We make that distinction. In the Chan, C-H-A-N, Song of Mind. Chan is the original Zen. It's a Chinese Zen before it actually made its way all the way to Japan, where it became Zen. Song of Mind. See if I can find it. Song of Mind says, I can't find the version that I like. As soon as we make a little distinction, the mind is split in infinite directions. One distinction, but it's an illusion. The mind, the true mind, can never be split. Don't confuse your thoughts with the mind. Don't confuse your mind with the brain. The brain is an appearance within one mind. Thoughts are an illusion, synapses, neurological, neurochemical synapses happening in the brain. They're not who you are. They are giving you a representation of reality, but they're not reality itself. Let's see. Get a thumbs up. True from Smileface. Amanda says, let's ask a different question. To where did humans come from? That's a good question. Apes, aliens, dirt, the Big Bang, all of the above. Humans are an appearance within reality itself. Humans are an appearance within the absoluteness of the absolute itself, but they're not reality itself. That evolution is an expression within the illusion. Aliens are an expression within the illusion. Dirt, the Big Bang, are all an expression within the illusion, but they're not reality itself. Pokemon the Cat says it's 3:31. What are you doing awake? Well, here it's 5:31, and I've been awake for a little over 3 hours. Hey, Danny. Danny, how are you? Are you at the hospital now, my friend? So anything can occur within the dream, Amanda. Aliens, evolution, the Big Bang, but that doesn't make it any less. Doesn't make it any less the dream itself. So our only goal is to awaken from the dream. Let's see. Pokemon says, oh, forgot. And Josh is live, guys. Is he, oops, give me a second. We'll bring him up. I don't see him. If you have a link, feel free to drop it. So then a matrix, we could call it a matrix, but I'd like to think of it more of a dream. You know, a matrix makes it seem like it's something solid, that it's something that is actually there. But a matrix would be as much as an illusion, as much in the dream as anything else. As long as we believe that there is a matrix, we believe that we're trapped and there's no escape. But a dream, we simply awaken. We simply wake up. Let's see. Danny says it'll be later today. I know it's probably difficult to update, but you know, when you get a chance, if you let us know how you're doing. Let's see. Pokemon dropped a link. I don't see it. Yeah, I see Joshua had a live loop going, but I didn't see I see he's got something upcoming. 9:38 p.m. Guys, so I'm going to wrap it up in just a minute. I'm going to have some breakfast. I'm going to take a walk. I'm going to do my workout. Pokemon says, hold up, be right back. Give him a second, and then we will dive right in. So all of us have had, hey Joshua, says, hi, good morning. Hi Yogi, good morning. Good morning to you. This is Joshua Edits, Joshua Streams, Small Faces Send and Love. We've all had that experience where the illusion of a self drops away. We've all had those selfless self moments. Yep, feel free to drop a link. Anytime, Joshua. Give me 1 second, guys. Nope, there are no questions that shouldn't be asked, Amanda. Always feel free to ask. Joshua drops a link. He also says ugh. The link is, what do we got? Joshua stream is live. All right, guys, if you could see, if you could go visit Joshua Streams, check out his live stream, leave a message, hit the like button. Speaking of which, guys, I appreciate you all hitting the like button for me. Thank you. I'm going to head off. Let's see, it doesn't work. It seems to work here on my end. It's your bed, right? All right. So I got to head off. I'm going to make my breakfast. Appreciate everyone being here. As you proceed through the day, guys, I hope we can offer each other kindness. Speed says, you take care, Yogi Eric in chat. Lots of loves and blessings to you all. Lots of loves and blessings to you, Sabine. Timo and Bax as well. Thanks, guys. I got to take off. I'm going to see everyone later. Take care.